If you're thinking of visiting Salem this Halloween, don't. I grew up there. The place where Halloween isn't a day, it's a month. Every October the town would light up like it was breathing. Orange candles in every window, haunted tours on every corner. As a kid, I used to think Salem was enchanted, not cursed. I remember carving pumpkins with my best friend Eli, running through Essex Street dressed as vampires, trick-or-treating until our hands went numb. The whole town was alive back then, full of magic and mischief and warmth. Then life happened. College, career. I moved to New York. My parents retired to Florida. Salem became a memory, cozy, distant, sealed in nostalgia. I hadn't been back in over a decade. Then this summer, out of nowhere, Eli called. He said, "Come back for October, man. One last Halloween in Salem, just like old times." At first, I laughed it off. "Bro, I'm 32. I can't just drop everything for costumes and cider," but he kept calling. Every week. And his tone started to change, more insistent, almost desperate. Finally, I gave in. I figured maybe he was going through something. So I booked a flight and told him I'd stay the whole month. The second I crossed the city line, I knew something was wrong. Salem in October is supposed to pulse. Normally, by the first week of the month, the streets are packed. Bus tours, music, laughter echoing through the cobblestones. But this year, empty. The decorations weren't done. Some shop windows were boarded up. Others had salt lines drawn across the thresholds. When I got to Eli's place, he opened the door like nothing was wrong. Same goofy grin, same spark in his eyes. He hugged me, slapped my back, poured us whiskey and said, "Just like old times." But the house felt stale, curtains drawn tight, mirrors covered with sheets. And at night, I could swear I heard whispering through the walls. Not voices exactly, more like breathing. Days passed, and I started noticing things. The town bell ringing at night, even though the tower's been closed for years. Streetlights flickering in patterns. 3 short bursts, pause, then 2 long ones, like some kind of code. When I brought it up, Eli brushed it off. "People get weird in October," he said. "It's Salem." But he wasn't fooling me. There was something behind his eyes, this twitchy unease, like he was trying to hold something in. A few days later, I found an old photograph in his living room drawer. It was a class picture, 2nd grade, 2003. Me, Eli, and 20 other kids lined up in front of the school. Only, behind us, in the window, there was a face, pale, hollow-eyed, wearing a bonnet. It looked old, like the face of someone from the 17th century. I thought maybe it was Photoshop or glare, until I flipped the photo over. Written in faint pencil were 3 words. "She remembers you." That night I confronted him. "What the hell's going on, Eli? Why is everyone acting like it's the end of the world?" He didn't look up, just stared at the floor. Then, slowly, he started smiling. It wasn't the kind of smile you give your best friend. It was stretched too wide, his lips trembling like he was trying to stop it but couldn't. And then he laughed, a dry, scraping sound that didn't sound human. "You really don't remember, do you?" he said. "Remember what?" "Temperance Goodwin." I froze. The name stirred something deep in my brain. An old campfire story from when we were kids. One of the last women hanged during the Salem witch trials. The one who cursed the town before she died. Eli's voice dropped lower. "She said when the moon bleeds twice in 1 year and the year ends in 5, she'll rise again to collect the souls of the unbelievers." He leaned closer. "Guess what year it is, Alex?" I tried to laugh. "You're screwing with me." That's when the lights flickered. Every bulb in the room pulsed red, deep, blood red, then went out. When they came back on, Eli wasn't himself. His eyes rolled back white, veins blackening beneath the skin of his face. And when he spoke again, his voice came out layered. 2 tones, his and something older. "You were chosen, Alexander. I showed her where to find you." The windows shattered. The air turned cold enough to burn. He stood there trembling, whispering in that double voice. "You think I'm joking. You never believed. night of the second blood moon, you'll pay for what your bloodline did to me. Then everything went black. I woke up on the floor. Eli was gone. I grabbed my bag and bolted. But every street I took led me back to the same place, the statue of the witch trial memorial downtown. The GPS on my phone just kept rerouting to Salem Town Center. No matter how many turns I made, I always ended up there. Now it's the 14th of October, and I still can't leave. If you're thinking about coming to Salem this year, don't. Save yourself while you still can, before it's too late.